Infinix is one brand that has been going strength to strength. It started with the smartphone business, then introduced some personal audio devices. Yeah, the first Infinix Smart TV last year, and now, very recently, it has also introduced its first laptops in India. And today I have with me Anish Kapoor, the CEO of Infinix India. The last time we had him on the show, he gave us a lot of good stuff to talk about, and let's hope that today I'm able to squeeze some more information from him. Welcome to the show, sir. How are you doing?
Thank you, Manas. Great to be on the show once again.
So let me address the elephant in the room first of all. That you're yet to launch a 5G smartphone in India, but you have announced that you'll be bringing one very soon. So what is the timeline that you are looking at? When should we expect Infinix to come up with a 5G phone?
So, Manas, I think the critical part for us is ki whenever we launch something, and yes, we have been talking about 5G phone for some time, but we also see a regular delay happening right now in terms of auctions and by when 5G can roll out can happen in India. So, but yes,
Okay.
I think finally we are ready to roll with 5G as a technology and probably bring out a host of devices. And you will be happy to know, I think the first device will be out by end of January.
By end of January, so you're saying next month we should expect Infinix first 5G smartphone from Infinix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very interesting. So because one more thing that I want to really address here, and I want to get some insights from you as well, is that lately what we have seen, because of all this chip shortage and components getting expensive, what companies have done, and it's kind of sad because they have to prioritize 5G, they've started compromising on other stuff. So if you're buying a 5G phone, now you're getting a dual camera setup or maybe not so good processor. So I mean, if you are coming up with this 5G phone, what is the price point that you'll be targeting, and how do you plan to counter this, all these external factors that are affecting the smartphone market right now?
So, Manas, there are 2 points. I think there are two parts to what you
Yeah.
asked.
Yeah.
One is there are customers who are looking to adopt or probably buy a 5G phone right now when the technology has not rolled out. So, what we are doing is we are trying to put overall portfolio like this, wherein we are able to give that customer a choice. Okay, you want really good 4G phone, which is capable of doing all the stuff with the top of the notch specs. So we give that option as well. With 5G,
Okay.
yes, definitely there's an option and limitation as well, since 5G is still not gone mainstream. So definitely the expense levels or the cost factors are much different than what is it for 4G. So it will always be like that. So once it becomes really mainstream and we see the adoption of 5G going through the roof, we expect to happen not in 2022, but probably in 2023 when we see the rollout is going to happen. The 5G pricing will be different than what it is right now. But yes, having said that, we at Infinix, as always, believe in creating great value proposition for consumers. So in 5G as well, you will see really good stuff coming out without compromising on anything.
Okay. So I mean, but you have still not addressed my question, which is the price point that we should look at. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be under 20,000 at least. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's what, Manas, there are a lot of factors which play into this, right?
Yeah.
It is not limited to only the components. It is also the
Yeah.
way
Yeah. Of course.
Forex or the dollar is moving. So dollar has appreciated close to 8% in last few months. So everything
Okay.
is an element which increases the cost for any of the manufacturers. But yes, having said that,
Definitely.
we are still trying to make sure we don't cross the 20K price point and still give a great value proposition to the consumers.
Great. That's definitely good to know. Now, sir, apart from this 5G phone, because I mean, I know that you have entered a lot of other categories, but smartphone business remains to be the main business. So, what are the
Yeah.
other smartphones that we should expect in 2022, especially in the first half? How many phones? What are the different series that are going to be in focus for Infinix?
Good question, Manas. And I think I'm very happy and excited because what we have seen in 2021 is a great response to our Note series, which is another focus series which we have. So we have had a great successful series in Smart series, which are entry level series, then the Hot series, which is mid segment. Now we are looking at establishing Note. So we'll see a flurry of phones coming, starting with Note 11 series, which we are the first sale is in next few days. So we have
Yeah.
already announced Note 11 and Note 11s. I think very, very differentiated products. You have a AMOLED, you have a G96 gaming chipset at a very aggressive price point. So I think objective is how do you give customer something as an option which he has not seen at that price point? How can we do a value add, and that value proposition becomes much more sweeter than what it is right now. So Note
Okay.
series is something which we will put a lot of focus in the coming year. You'll see some exciting products coming from our stable between 11 to say 15, 16K. We will
Okay.
also put a lot of emphasis on the Zero series, which is our premium series globally. We plan to launch few products in the Zero series as well. So that's something which is in the pipeline. And obviously the 5G, as I said, first product comes out in the end of Jan, and we will
So
definitely
now
have.
I'm really sorry to interrupt you here, but this means that the 5G phone is going to be part of the Zero series, right?
Yeah, so 5G is definitely going to be there, but yes, you will see 5G coming into other series as well. That means you will
Okay.
have different price points on 5G as well. This is
Okay.
the what we want to do. So create as good a product in 5G as well, which is a great value
Okay.
proposition for the consumers as we go towards the end of second half of the year. So that'll be more
Okay.
on that space, but first half we'll see at least 5 to 6 products coming from us, and probably you'll see a
Okay.
if I we can manage it, probably one launch a month, definitely.
So definitely one. Well, you're going to try for one launch a month, which means that at least 5 to 6 smartphones in the first half of 2022 itself, including the very first 5G phone from
Yeah,
Infinix. Now,
absolutely.
one of your categories that you entered last year was, of course, the smart TV category. You launched the first TV, you added another one this year. And I know for a fact, and we discussed this the last time we spoke as well, that the smart TV supplies were slightly hit because of different reasons. So where are we with that right now? Have the supplies restored? Are you being able to meet the kind of demand that you're witnessing in India?
Yes, smart TV. I think around the same time last year we launched smart TVs in India, and I think
Yeah.
2021 has been a good year for us. Probably a mixed bag in terms of supplies, up and down, due to how the global supplies have been. But what we are looking at is we launched one 40-inch TV in this year. So we had a 32-inch, 40-inch, and 43-inch. That's a portfolio which we have built on smart TVs so far. But we are looking forward to 2022 with adding few more models to that. So that's the plan. And I think for us, smart TVs is going to be a very focused segment. And we want to scale this business from going next year. And
So
we also hope the supply chain will become much more stable than what it was in this year.
another thing that came up the last time we spoke was that you told me that you were also planning to launch the 55-inch TV by the end of this year. You are trying for that. So, what is the
I think,
update on that?
yeah, so that's in the works. I think we had planned to get it done, but I think we missed the timeline because of certain challenges. But definitely next year,
Okay.
and most likely within the first quarter or maybe starting of second quarter, you will see that from us.
So definitely in the first half, hopefully in the first quarter, but definitely in the first half of the next year,
Sure.
we should expect
Yeah,
a 55-inch TV from you as well.
definitely,
Another
definitely.
interesting entry. I mean, you've been doing a lot of interesting stuff, by the way. I've just realized because everything I'm saying is, I have to add that adjective interesting is that you've just launched the laptops, the InBook series. So I want to understand the idea behind that, the timing of this launch. Because see, very honestly, the way I look at it, a lot of companies forayed into this laptop market about 2 years back when this entire COVID thing happened and everybody was shifting to work from home culture or online classes, and people thought this is a good opportunity to sell laptops. Now your entry comes at a time when we are actually going back from that work from home module to returning to offices and going to schools. So the idea and the timing behind this laptop launch, also the response, how's that been?
So I'll start with the response. As I said, I think response was phenomenal. I think we more than what we expected in what has happened. So we're very excited. I think that's part one. Second part is I think what we have seen is market is moving at a very fast pace, and laptop, which was a stagnant category probably 2 years, probably in 2019 or 20, is taking a huge leap right now. Even if I have to look
Okay.
at the overall percentage, I think market has grown by close to 80 to 100% over last one year. sorry, 40% over last year. So it's already in the growing phase. And what we see is, while you said people are returning back to work, but I think the virus is not leaving us anytime soon. So we'll see
Hopefully
that.
it does.
See, it's a way of life. Probably it's something which we'll have to live with over a period of time. But yes,
Yeah,
that is something which is on and off and is not in our control. But we
yeah,
definitely
yeah,
see laptop has become more of a personal device right now. And it's rather than just one laptop in a house, everybody wants to have a laptop and work from home, kids working. There's a family laptop which is normally used for other purposes as well. So I think it's a mixed bag right now, and we have seen the usage going through the roof. What we also saw was people are looking for not looking at a standard kind of thing wherein it's a standard black mundane laptops which we have been seeing from the old brands which are there in this segment. So I think
yeah,
we are bringing that newness into the this category with the different colors. The quality of the laptop is much more superior because it's all metal, aluminum grade alloy which we have used right now. So I think it's a very exciting mix, and as always, we have put first in segment features like a privacy feature which is not there. So now you have a privacy switch, so you can't use your camera or speaker till the time you put it on, which I think is a requirement in today's time when everybody feels privacy is being compromised. So I think what we are
yeah.
trying to do is create that story of differentiation, create a story on colors, how differentiated it is, and obviously we launched with a great value proposition, and I'm very very happy to see the kind of response we have got, and we want to continue this journey. So a lot of focus you will see from us as we move into 2022 on this category as well.
So we should expect more laptops from Inflix in 2022. Yeah.
Yeah,
And one thing which I can
yeah,
understand from your
definitely.
response is also that even though offices are opening, we are going back to schools. We don't know what the situation is, and even though we come back to offices, the dependency on laptops may not reduce because now all of us are used to of having that personal screen in front of us where we can stream content, maybe do other stuff, and that habit is very difficult to leave. It's going to be very difficult to leave, right?
Yeah, I think it's also it's like on and off kind of thing as well. So you don't end up your work in office only. You take a lot of work home. Kids continue to work from home from school as well. So similarly for colleges, similarly for professional courses. So I think overall requirement is going to a different level right now, and we are happy to give a
Yeah,
choice to the consumers. It becomes their
yeah,
personal space, and they don't have to carry the same black old type of laptop anymore.
yeah. And I'm sure a lot of companies will still stick to the hybrid model as well. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for answering all these questions, for those wonderful insights. You have also exclusively shared some information with us, which is that your 5G phone will launch in the very first month of next year. We should also expect the 55-inch TV sometime in the first half of next year, and we should expect total of 5 to 6 smartphones from
Yeah.
Infinix in the first half of 2022. Thank you so much. It's always very kind of you to take out time and speak to us.
Thank you
And
so
for all
much,
our viewers,
Manas.
all our viewers, I hope you like these conversations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manas. It was a pleasure talking to you as always. Thank you so much.